Alrighty everyone, thank you for tuning into this live stream. This is an emergency stream. We currently have a tornado on the ground in northeast Louisiana. So this tornado warning includes Tallulah and Richmond, Louisiana in the Madison Parish, so central Madison Parish. And this rotation is currently located just north of the Tensas River National Wildlife Refuge. So if you're traveling along I-20 in these areas near Tallulah or Richmond, pull off and lie flat in the nearest ditch, or if you are near a gas station or business that appears to be open or anywhere where you could seek shelter, get there. Do not park under an overpass. That is extremely dangerous as the wind accelerates and it acts like a wind tunnel. Let me know where you're tuning in from. This is located in central Madison Parish in northeast Louisiana. Includes a portion of Interstate 20, so this is right near the Mississippi state line, and this rotation is moving towards I-20. It's gonna go straight for Tallulah and Richmond, Louisiana. According to the National Weather Service in Jackson, Mississippi, this is a tornado on the ground, radar confirmed tornado. So you gotta run, not walk to your safe spot in these areas. We do have a tornado on the ground. If you are at home, you need to get into a basement or the lowest structure or the lowest part of the structure that you can. So if that's not a basement, that would mean under a stairwell, a closet, pantry, bathroom, shower, anywhere that's in the center of the building and as low as possible. And you need to be away from windows, because if there is debris getting sucked into this tornado, that is going to be flying around. That's the most deadly part of a tornado. I wouldn't say that that's a CC drop, just because it's been there a while and it kind of looks like contamination just going along with our rotation. But there is a tornado on the ground. So once again, if you're in Tallulah or Richmond, Louisiana, you need to be in your safe spot right now. So this rotation, it looks like it's broadening out a little bit. We may have a tornado lifting right now, but continue to seek shelter. That rotation, the core of it, is 6 to 8 miles away from Tallulah and Richmond, Louisiana. So if you are in this area or you know anybody in this area, please take the proper precautions and make sure that you are remaining weather aware with multiple ways to receive alerts. Okay, so we're starting to see this rotation cross over Interstate 20. You will not be able to see the tornado if it is still on the ground, because this is a nocturnal tornado. It is dark outside, and this is also a pretty high precip storm. So for those of you just tuning in, we do have a tornado on the ground based off radar, and according to the National Weather Service, approaching Tallulah and Richmond, Louisiana. This is in central Madison Parish in northeastern Louisiana. This is right along the Louisiana-Mississippi border. This storm also has 0.75-inch hail with it, so maybe some sub-quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, but obviously the main threat is that tornado. So if you're in Englewood, Richmond, Tallulah, Lums, Fortune Fork, Mansford, Ashley, Louisiana, you need to get in your safe spot. You've got just about a minute or two before this rotation with a potential tornado is on top of you. So this is currently our only tornado warning. This was issued 16 minutes ago, and it's in effect for another 44 minutes. So once again, in Tallulah or Richmond, Louisiana, you need to be in your safe spot. If you're west of Mound, Louisiana, in Englewood, that rotation's right on top of you. So if you guys are anywhere in this area along Interstate 20, you need to run, not walk to your safe spot. But if you are north of Newellton or in the Tensas River National Wildlife Refuge, you're good to get out of your safe spot, but obviously stay precautious and do not go to Interstate 20 in the impacted area right now. This is still an observed tornado warning. I wouldn't be surprised if it has already lifted, but we'll treat it as if it's on the ground because it still poses that risk. So once again, if you are in Tallulah or Richmond, Louisiana, now's the time to be in your safe spot. You've got about 30 seconds or less before this rotation is right on top of you. This is currently our only tornado warning, but I will continue to keep it on the radar. This will probably be a pretty brief stream. We don't have too much going on outside of this. Our line, our QLCS, which has been expected to form this evening, is beginning. You can see that across eastern Arkansas, western Mississippi, western Tennessee, southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, and extreme western Kentucky. Okay, so they did go ahead and drop that to a radar indicated tornado warning, so it's no longer on the ground according to the National Weather Service, like I was saying. But there is still the potential for this to recycle and touch back down again, so let's treat it as if there is a tornado on the ground. So continue to seek shelter in Tallulah, Englewood, Richmond, Louisiana, or if you are between Quebec and Mound, Louisiana, along Interstate 20. Be sure to let me know where you're tuning in from. Obviously, we're going to focus on this area right now, but I'm happy to give a little mini update for your area. So just drop a state or a county or city, anything like that in the chat, and I'm happy to help you out. So I'm going to get a quick welcome message written up here. Hope you're all doing well on this Saturday evening. Alright, so I'm just about finished with sharing this stream out. Once again, let me know where you all are tuning in from. I don't think we have anybody, I doubt we have anybody tuning in from this warning polygon. But just in case, continue to seek shelter in that area. We do not have a tornado on the ground anymore, but we just reportedly have one according to the National Weather Service in Jackson, Mississippi, and this rotation is pretty much on top of Interstate 20 right now, and it will eventually cross into Mississippi near Eagle Bend, Brunswick, Eagle Lake. So just in case another tornado warning is issued for you guys, be ready to get into your safe spot. Once again, I hope you're all doing well on this Saturday evening. We've currently got 4 people watching, 0 likes, so let's get those likes on this stream up. I would appreciate it. It is completely optional, but it does help out a lot and recommends this stream to more people on YouTube. Looks like we might see that rotation kind of tightening up again. Kind of hard to tell what's going on right now, but we're going to continue to keep an eye on it. We'll actually check on some of our other activity. Okay, so that severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag is for that same storm in Panola County, Texas. We still have this storm warned for 1.5-inch hail, so that's to the east of Carthage, Texas, and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So seek shelter inside a sturdy structure and secure loose objects if you are in this area east of Carthage, Texas, in Panola County. You guys actually have another storm coming for you, this one with ping pong ball sized hail once again and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So in Carthage, especially to the south, seek shelter inside a sturdy building, bring those cars inside, and avoid outdoors. This storm is producing some significant lightning, so when thunder roars, get indoors. I believe we do still have a slight risk of severe weather in effect for today and tonight. We'll see if they got rid of that or kept it. Okay, so we do still have a slight risk of severe weather. I'm not sure if this is the updated one. I believe we do still have a 5% tornado risk, though. Yes, we do. We'll see what happens when they update that. But once again, for those of you just tuning in, we have a tornado warning for central Madison Parish in northeast Louisiana, east northeast Louisiana. So I believe this rotation is loosening. I'm not quite sure what's happening with it, but it is on top of Tallulah, Richmond, Englewood, Fortune Fork, just to the northwest of Coleman, Louisiana. So if you're in this red polygon along Interstate 20, seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows. If you are driving, do not pull under an overpass or do not try to see the tornado. Those are the worst things you can do right now. Be right back, everyone. Give me just a second. Alrighty, I am back. We've got 4 people watching, 2 likes this stream. Hope you're all doing well on this Saturday evening. This tornado warning is in effect for another 36 minutes. I doubt they'll keep it that entire time. The rotation will be out of the polygon relatively soon. We also have these severe thunderstorm warnings in eastern Oklahoma. This one near Chicota, Warner, Porham, Whitefield. This storm is moving southeast at about 30 or 40 miles an hour, I would say. Let's see what the National Weather Service says. Yeah, 35 miles per hour. Okay, pretty much right on the nail there. So this has some quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Wouldn't be surprised to see some half-dollar-sized hail with that. And the main hail core with this storm is now just to the south of Interstate 40 near Warner, Oklahoma. So if you are traveling on these roads to the south of Interstate 40, consider pulling your vehicle indoors. I wouldn't say that's capable of shattering a windshield, but may give you some nice hail dents in your car. We also have this severe thunderstorm warning for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This one is near Linden, Texas. It includes Lone Star, so that's to the south of Texarkana, approaching Interstate 49, and this is also moving east, a little bit to the southeast towards Shreveport, Louisiana. This expires in 19 minutes. So this includes Miller County in Arkansas, Caddo Parish in Louisiana, Kemp County in Texas, Cass County in Texas, Gregg County in Texas, Harrison County in Texas, Marion County in Texas, Morris County in Texas, Rusk County in Texas, Smith County in Texas, and Upshur County in Texas. All of those are in northeast Texas. That is a lot of counties included in Texas. And then we still have those storms that we just talked about down there near Carthage, Texas. But I think our main focus right now is still on this tornado warning near Tallulah and Richmond, Louisiana. This rotation is just moving over you guys. And I think it's safe to say at this point that it is weakening and that this tornado warning will probably be allowed to expire in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Whether or not it is weakening or strengthening, it is moving outside of this polygon pretty quickly. So once again, I appreciate all of you tuning in. If you are new around here, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I do severe weather coverage as often as I can for areas all across the country. Haven't been making too many forecasts lately, but I hope to get back into that soon. I mainly do severe weather coverage, but I do appreciate all of you tuning in this evening. Currently got 3 viewers in here. Let me know where you're tuning in from so we can keep an eye out for your area during the stream. And there you go. What did I say? They just expired that tornado warning. Probably the right idea to keep that severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag, but I don't think a tornado warning is warranted anymore as of right now. We've actually got some storms to the east, a little bit to the southeast of Oklahoma City, near Henrietta, Oklahoma. These ones have special weather statements. So wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and nickel-sized hail, radar indicated. So be sure to secure loose objects and seek shelter inside a sturdy structure. We've got some small hail with that. Nothing too concerning. We'll actually take a look at the SPC and we'll just check on what our watches and warnings are looking like. And the new outlook, that's mainly what I want to see. Radar Meg doesn't have it quite yet. Okay, they did keep that 5% tornado risk. So that 5% tornado risk is still in effect for far east central Texas, over here near Carthage, Texas, central Louisiana, extreme southeastern Arkansas, and then central and portions of northern Mississippi. And then that 2% stretches all the way back through north of Houston, Texas, all the way into southern Michigan. So still a 5% tornado risk. I'm kind of surprised they didn't drop that, but Storm Prediction Center does best. And then there's our 15% wind risk, and then hail is just a 5% risk. Hail's not really much of a concern tonight. So going into tonight, our biggest concerns will be damaging winds, heavy rain, small hail, but mainly isolated tornadoes and damaging winds. So we've got 6 people watching, 2 likes for those of you just tuning in. We just had a tornado warning in northeastern Louisiana in Madison Parish. It has just been expired. Now we have actually no warning on this storm. The severe thunderstorm warning expired too. So that storm is now moving towards Eagle Bend, Mississippi, to the north of Vicksburg. Something I want to do actually is check on our power outage map, just because it's been a bit. We did that on our last stream earlier. So Missouri has 4,000 customers out, Illinois with almost 3,000, Alabama 4,572. I don't think Alabama is related to severe storms, and neither is Texas, but looks like Arkansas had some outages likely due to severe storms in Izard County and Carroll County, along with Clark County. I believe we had a tornado warning in Clark County earlier. Oops, I went back too far. So, actually not as many power outages as I thought, but in Madison County, Madison Parish, but this website says Madison County, which is just where we had our tornado warning. We have 8% of the county, 454 customers without power as of right now. I'm curious to see if that will rise. This is as of 11 minutes ago. But once again, our tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warning for there have expired. So that's currently what our power outage map looks like. Not too bad. And it's nice that they still let you look at the legacy one, but they have all sorts of new maps. That's pretty cool. But we're going to get back to the radar. So once again, both that severe thunderstorm warning and tornado warning have expired for Tallulah, Richmond, and all of those areas in Madison Parish, Louisiana. So we don't have too much going on the radar anymore. We kind of went live at the right time with that tornado warning. Still 6 severe thunderstorm warnings. Most of those are baseline 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This one near Carthage, Texas, Joaquin, Texas, and Logansport, Louisiana is warned for ping pong ball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. I personally don't see it. The National Weather Service knows best, but I would call that probably pea-sized hail. But this is from the National Weather Service in Shreveport. If you are north of Shreveport, Louisiana, traveling along Interstate 49, especially up north into Arkansas, you've got some heavy rain coming towards you with some pretty frequent lightning, so that may cause some minor road flooding. You may see some small hail, nothing too crazy, nothing to be concerned about, but just be prepared for quite the light show. And you'll also get some gusty winds. This is warned for 60-mile-an-hour winds, so be prepared for 40 to 60-mile-per-hour gusts, especially ahead of that storm. If you would like to go above and beyond to support my channel, you can subscribe, and there is a PayPal in the live chat. It is completely optional but greatly appreciated. It does help me out a lot, though. You can't imagine we'll be live here for much longer. This was just a pretty brief stream for that tornado warning we had in Louisiana. So this severe thunderstorm warning continues near Stigler, Oklahoma. National Weather Service in Tulsa issued a severe thunderstorm warning. This includes Haskell County, McIntosh County, and Muskogee County in east central Oklahoma for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So that's just south of I-40 now. North of Lansing, Michigan. Alright, I know where that is. Let's get there. Lansing, Michigan. Where are you? Right here. Okay. So north of Lansing, Michigan, you had little lightning and lots of rain. Yeah, that sounds about right. So the rain isn't too heavy, but it is moving north and pretty slowly. So it's definitely going to be a soaker when it moves through there. Let me check on the lightning activity. Unfortunately, I can't see the lightning on my computer. It's not working. But it does look like we have a couple strikes near Riley, St. John's, and Fowler, Michigan. So I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. So I wouldn't expect anything too bad up there, just maybe some gusty winds, lightning, and some light rain. So just enjoy the storms. I always like it when it rains at night. It helps me sleep. The only concern I have for Michigan as of right now, and it's not even really a concern, is this storm moving into Farmington Hills near Ann Arbor. This special weather statement expires in 10 minutes, so winds in excess of 30 miles per hour and pea-sized hail. Nothing too concerning, but definitely keep an eye on it, especially north of Canton, Michigan. Maybe secure loose objects outside. Some lawn furniture may blow around. Nothing too bad, though. Okay, so we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This one is in effect for another 54 minutes near Rayville and Epes, along with Pioneer, Louisiana. So this includes northeastern Richland Parish and southwest Carroll Parish in northeastern Louisiana. So the main threats with this storm are 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. It is moving northeast at 40 miles an hour, and it's currently located near Rayville. If we check velocity, not really any rotation going on with this at all, and most of those damaging winds are located north of Rayville. So if you are in these areas along Interstate 20, along and north of Interstate 20 in northeastern Louisiana, seek shelter now. Sorry, not seek shelter now, but consider seeking shelter inside a sturdy structure and secure loose objects. So thank you for tuning in, Dan, KM8 Dad. Appreciate you being here, and enjoy your night up there in Michigan. Western Ohio EAS and WX, welcome into the stream. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you are doing well. We have a special weather statement near I-45, so this is in Texas, includes Jewett to the west of Buffalo, Texas, includes Thornton, Bremen, Marquez. So some heavy rain with this, small hail, lightning, and gusty winds are the main risks. It's currently warned for nickel-sized hail and 30-mile-per-hour winds. So locations impacted include Camp Creek Lake, Twin Oak Reservoir, Jewett, Seal, Easterly, Robbins, Donnie, New Baden, Bald Prairie, Thornton, Farrar, and Koss. So nothing too bad with this storm. I'll keep an eye on all of these storms that we have for potential rotation because, like we saw earlier near Caney, Arkansas, it really only takes a couple minutes for something to spin up on a day like this. Welcome in, Sam. You are right. I do need to change the title, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I appreciate you all tuning in. We have 7 people watching, 3 likes, so please be sure to like the stream. It helps me out a lot. It's completely free. So I want to hear what you all think in chat. Was today a bust? Or did it verify? So we're going to put damaging winds. I would say tonight we have an isolated tornado risk. I'm a little bit surprised that they kept that 5%. Okay, so I can't update the thumbnail right now, but I did go ahead and change the title. Thank you for reminding me, Sam, and welcome into the stream. We do have some special weather statements in western Kentucky. These include Mayfield and Clinton. So this expires in 36 minutes. Winds up to 40 miles per hour, and the storm is moving right towards Mayfield. So it looks like some straight line winds. I would say maybe even up to 50 miles an hour, but not quite severe limits. Heavy rain, a little bit of lightning, but maybe just those gusty winds. So be sure to secure loose objects and consider seeking shelter inside of a sturdy structure. But for those of you just tuning in, once again, if you do have any questions for your location, feel free to let me know. We are now up to 6 severe thunderstorm warnings. I was going to say down to, but previously we had 5. We have a new special weather statement. This is in effect for another 35 minutes for that storm in eastern Oklahoma, so near Holdenville and Lamar. This expires at 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time, so gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw an isolated power outage, so winds of 50 to 55 miles per hour and penny-sized hail. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if this went severe thunderstorm warned pretty soon here. So we're just going to keep an eye on all of these storms, but nothing too crazy going on right now. I believe the heaviest rain we've got going on right now is from this line located all the way through Monroe, Louisiana, up through near Ruleville and Indianola, Mississippi. We've gained 2 subscribers this stream. We started with 1,687. We're at 1,689. If we get close to 1,700, I will pull up the live sub count on stream. And this could be a 1,700 subs watch party. But for right now, we'll stick with the radar. You know what we could actually do? I want to go over tomorrow's severe weather risk. It's nothing crazy, but might as well look at it. But once again, first of all, we do still have that 5% tornado risk this evening. Includes areas like Greenville, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. It's just barely including Shreveport, Louisiana, and Lufkin, Texas, along with Alexandria, Louisiana. And then we have that 50% wind risk, which is driving the majority of this slight risk. Kind of looks like a boot. And then a 5% hail risk back through portions of East Texas, southern Arkansas, and central Louisiana. And then tomorrow we have two separate marginal risks. One of these is for extreme northeast Tennessee, northern North Carolina. This includes all of Virginia, most of West Virginia, portions of Pennsylvania, Delaware. So both of these risks are accompanied by a 5% damaging wind risk. The other risk I was talking about is down in the Florida Panhandle, includes southern Alabama as well. That one has a 2% tornado risk with it. I'll be sure to keep an eye on that tomorrow. And then neither of those marginal risks are accompanied by any hail risk right now. So less than 5% all areas. And then Monday, October 20th, we have a general thunderstorm risk, so no severe risk, but those general thunderstorm risks are for central and southern Florida, includes Key West, and then we have one for the Great Lakes region and one in New England. So I'll be sure to keep an eye on those. I wouldn't rule out a marginal risk as we get closer. That's just what typically happens with the risks like those. Once again, we do still have 6 severe thunderstorm warnings. One of those expires in 2 minutes near Panola County, Texas. Got a whole thing of polygons going on here. So we have, let's see, this is ping pong ball sized hail near Gary City, north of Tenaha, and near Joaquin, Texas, along with 60-mile-per-hour winds. So be sure to seek shelter inside a sturdy structure and secure loose objects. Got some gusty winds and some pretty small hail. So once again, thank you all for tuning in. We have 4 people watching, 3 likes this stream. Let's get those likes up. It is completely optional, but greatly appreciated. It helps me out a lot and lets me know I'm doing something right. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel for more severe weather coverage, you can feel free to do that as well. And if you would like to go above and beyond, I do have a PayPal, LinkedIn chat, but all of these things are completely optional. It just helps out, and it is appreciated. But with that being said, I will be right back, everyone. So I'm going to keep the radar focused on this general area. I'm going to write BRB on screen. So I will be right. It is hard to write with a mouse. But be right back. So give me just a moment, everyone. I will be right back. Probably a minute or less. So just a second, everyone. Thanks for your patience. Alright, I am back. Thank you for waiting, everyone. Took me just a second. Had to do something. I can't imagine we'll be live here much longer unless we see some increasing activity, because we don't have all that much going on with only 5 severe thunderstorm warnings. And then we have 9 special weather statements. And these 2 tornado watches, because one expires in 6 hours for central Mississippi, this other one for East Texas and portions of central and northern Louisiana, along with southern Arkansas, that expires in 2.5 hours. And then we have this severe thunderstorm watch up near Jackson, Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. It includes Clarksdale, Mississippi. The severe thunderstorm watch is in pink, tornado watch is in yellow. We may see an increase in activity tonight. We are expecting that quasi-linear convective system, or QLCS, line of severe storms or sub-severe storms to move through the region overnight. I'll actually probably get some models pulled up for us to look at. So give me just a second to do that. We'll look at the HRRR composite reflectivity just so you can see what these storms are going to do overnight. So we'll go supercell composite, and we want reflectivity. So let's get this pulled up. Okay, cool. So this is right about now. I'll go into the Ohio Valley image. So you can see this is right about now. We have our line stretching from Illinois all the way down through Louisiana. If we go a couple hours ahead, the storms continue to move across western Kentucky, western Tennessee, central and northern Mississippi. And then we have a couple more storms develop in Louisiana. If we take a sounding ahead of this line in central Tennessee, possible hazard type none. So that doesn't mean much. That's just saying what possible hazards we could see. We could probably see something above that intensity, but I wouldn't imagine anything too severe. Maybe an isolated spin-up tornado. So do be alert for that going into tonight. If you're in areas like western Kentucky, western Tennessee, northern Mississippi, or northern Alabama, it is entirely possible. I wouldn't rule that out, especially because the Storm Prediction Center is keeping that 5% tornado risk through tonight. So this is going into overnight and tomorrow. So that's just looking at what these storms are going to do. You'll have some lingering rain showers in Illinois and Mississippi. If we go back a couple hours, I am actually a little bit concerned about that flooding threat, especially in areas like southern Illinois and western Kentucky. They have had so much rain there today. If we go back a couple models, actually it would be better to go on Radar Omega to do this. So if we look in Illinois, we use this radar, and we go 75 frames. Let me just hit play on this so you can see the loop. But pretty much the entire state has seen rain all day. You can see it start in southern Illinois. This is around 4 p.m. and it has just continued. So at the start of this loop, okay, so this is 2:20 p.m. Central. In areas like Charleston, Illinois, it has pretty much been raining non-stop for 5 hours, 5+ hours. So the rain isn't falling very fast, but when it piles up like that, it can get dangerous. So be on the lookout for some flooding conditions in Illinois, especially southern and central Illinois, in the Lincoln, Illinois National Weather Service office region. So let's see if we can hit 1,690 subscribers this stream. We are 1 away from that goal. And then we'll be 10 away from 1,700. Hopefully we'll hit that relatively soon. Maybe we'll see if we can hit 1,700 subscribers before Halloween. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Mississippi. This includes Silver City, Belzoni, Hollandale, Anguilla, Rolling Fork. So that's quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So baseline severe thunderstorm warning. But if you're in Rolling Fork, Louise, Silver City, Belzoni, Anguilla, Secure loose patio objects, and then seek shelter inside a sturdy structure that's pretty heavy rain, got some lightning, so when thunder roars, get indoors. I would imagine not very many people would be out at this time anyway. Thankfully, that whole tornado warning that we had in Madison Parish, Louisiana, all dissipated because it would have been heading towards Rolling Fork, and they don't need any of that. Neither do any of those towns in that area, but especially Rolling Fork. They have had enough over the years. 2023 was not a great year for them. So we'll probably do one last overview of what we got going on right now. We have 5 severe thunderstorm warnings, 11 special weather statements, 2 tornado watches, and 1 severe thunderstorm watch. We have the special weather statement near Shreveport, Louisiana, so you guys have some showers moving towards you. And then we have these pretty much lone thunderstorms in eastern Oklahoma, this little mini line we've got going on near Stigler. So some small hail, heavy rain, gusty winds. Nothing too serious. But once again, if you are in Illinois, watch out for that flooding threat. Could be pretty significant into overnight. But with that being said, that is going to be the end of this live stream. I doubt we'll need to come back later, but if it is necessary, I can come back live later this evening. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope to see you all in the next one. And I will see you all later. Peace.